Hello, it's Dr. Mian here again to talk about a very important topic, stress and weight gain. When I was in training, my mentors used to talk about two things, diet and exercise. One of them had a mantra, eat less and move more. And if the patient was unable to lose weight, oftentimes the patient was blamed. But we know that weight gain and the inability to lose weight are affected by so many different factors. For example, sleep, including the quality of sleep and the length of sleep. This can have a big effect on physiology. Other factors include genetics, family history, and especially if the patient has diabetes, hypothyroidism, or polycystic ovarian syndrome, it can make it a lot more difficult to lose weight. One thing that's often overlooked is the effect of stress on weight gain. Anytime the body is under any kind of physical or emotional stress, this increases the stress hormones, especially cortisol. And this is a great thing. Cortisol is wonderful when we need to get away from that proverbial tiger, in the fight or flight response. But when this becomes chronic and we see a sustained elevation of cortisol levels, this can really affect weight gain. I'm going to talk about a few tips and tricks that we can use to help manage stress and hopefully decrease those cortisol levels. And we can't change a lot of things that happen to us and around us, but we can change how we react to them. The first tip that I'm going to share is this mindful breathing exercise by the Institute of Functional Medicine. It's often called the 4-7-8 breath, because the way it works is you find a comfortable space. You can either sit down, lie down. You can actually do it even while you're standing, anytime in the day, especially when you find yourself stressed. When people are stressed, we tend to take very shallow breaths, which affects our physiology. You might even find at times that you stop breathing. When you find yourself stressed, notice, what is my breathing doing? The way this works is you take a deep breath through your nose at a count of 4, fill up your abdomen, hold it for anywhere from 4 counts to not more than 7 counts, and then slowly exhale through your mouth over 8 counts, and then contract your abdominal muscles at the end to let out any remaining air. You can do this for about 5 cycles. You can do it more if you feel like you need it, or less. I recommend starting out slow and at least trying to do this once a day. But again, like I said, you can do this anytime during the day. This is very helpful in activating the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps us to relax, and it also helps to decrease cortisol levels. The second tip that I recommend, especially if you are carrying things around in your head and mulling over things and you have a hard time of letting things go, is to set a timer for about 3 to 5 minutes, get a pen and paper, and just write down whatever is on your mind. It's very helpful to get all of that stress out of your head, like out of your muscles where it might sit, and onto paper. The nice thing is, no one else has to see this paper, and you can do whatever you want with it. You can rip it up, you can throw it in the garbage, you can burn it. It's yours. The third thing that I recommend is, when you're stressed out, don't let yourself get socially isolated. When we're busy and stressed, we often think that we don't have time to maintain social relationships, but that's exactly the time that it's important to reach out to your support system, reach out to family members, reach out to friends. It could be a text, it could be a phone call, you can meet for coffee, whatever it takes to connect. Social connections help. They really affect our physiology as well, and it's an important thing that we can't ignore. So I hope these tips are helpful. I hope that they help you in your weight loss goals. And until next time, this is Dr. Mian. Keep on breathing.